As we pass the first half of the PlayStation 5 life cycle and come upon the PlayStation 5 Pro, there are a lot of question marks around Sony's roadmap for 2025 and on. Some have seen this as a bad omen of terrible things to come for the PS5 platform, and this video is going to put some of those concerns to rest, as 2025 is looking to be one of the biggest years for the PlayStation 5. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you're excited for the future of PlayStation. Now let's talk about the hardware. First off, we have a new piece of hardware coming, and it's been all but confirmed from Sony themselves. This mid-gen refresh is looking to become the most powerful console to date, and also one of the most enticing, with features like PSSR, which will allow us to achieve better frame rates, dissolving those issues that we have seen with games locking us to 30 FPS. Now, with Mark Cerny behind the architecture, we know this is someone who is knowledgeable and capable of delivering undeniable console experiences that put comparable PC counterparts to shame on a dollar to performance level. Now, the PS5 Pro will be the first step, but what we all want to know about are the games. Let me tell you, the games are coming, and what we know about Sony is they know how to deliver the best the industry has to offer. Coming up on the halfway point of 2024, we have two PS5 first-party games scheduled. Concord, a 5v5 PvP FPS, looking to bring the expertise of ex-Bungie staff who worked on Halo and Destiny to a new IP. We also have Astrobot, which is the first game from Team Asobi, already being crowned a potential Game of the Year winner. Now, if we're looking to 2025 and on, there is very little known about PS5 first-party games outside Death Stranding 2. And while there are still exclusives coming, I want to focus solely on first-party games. Now, if we're looking to 2025 and on, there is very little known about PS5 first-party games outside Death Stranding 2. And while there are still exclusives coming, I want to focus solely on first-party games. Now, let's start with the multiplayer experiences to come, as there are fewer of those, and we know more about those at the very least. Now, Fair Games is the first project coming from Haven Studio. This project will be released on PS5 and PC. It is described as a competitive PvP heist game and currently does not have a release window. It was initially revealed about a year ago. Now, Marathon was also revealed last year, Bungie's first new project in a while since they broke out with the massive success that is Destiny. Rebooting Marathon, now a sci-fi PvP extraction shooter. Last we heard, it was in development for PS5, PC, and Xbox, with full cross-save and cross-play. There's no current release window on it at the moment. Now, Horizon Multiplayer is the last multiplayer project we'll be talking about here, and it is in production and was confirmed by Guerrilla themselves via a job posting. Not much is known, although we had that major leak a while back that gave us a conceptual idea of the vision and art style Guerrilla was going for, but I'm sure that that is one of those games that we'll likely see sooner rather than later. Now, moving on to what most people want, the single-player experiences that built the PlayStation audience. And we're starting with Wolverine, which was revealed by everyone's surprise back in 2021 at the PlayStation Showcase. That really shocked a lot of us. This was naturally a very early announcement and is now looking like a 2026 title. This is a highly anticipated title that has a lot of people excited, including myself. Next, we have Ghost of Tsushima 2, not confirmed, but surely in development after the mass success of Ghost of Tsushima 1 and the obvious job postings really pointing towards a sequel. It seems that that is likely the next project at hand, and this should be due for a reveal as Ghost of Tsushima 1 launched in 2020. I imagine at best, we get a look at Ghost 2 in 2025 and maybe a release window of 2026 if all is going according to plan at the studio. Firesprite also has a new horror game that is likely due for reveal in 2025 as well. We had a concept artist on the project reveal a 2025 release date, which is likely a placeholder. However, this bodes well for a potential reveal in 2025. This would be a great addition to PlayStation's growing portfolio, adding a needed new horror game to flesh it out further, at least as far as first-party IP go. Horizon Zero Dawn is also supposed to get a remake, although no confirmation has been revealed from Sony themselves. It's looking very likely that this is a real project coming to bring Horizon forward as Sony continues to push this IP. Next, we have Bluepoint Games and their new original project. They recently came out to confirm they are still, in fact, working on this original project and that nothing had changed. Unfortunately, very little is known about what this project could be, and the rumor mill would have you believing a Bloodborne remake to even a new IP. The truth is, we don't know. However, we do know that their last game, Demon's Souls Remake, released in 2020, so we're likely due to see something regarding their next project in 2025 at best. Now, this doesn't cover everything in the pipeline. There is so much more coming, and just simply looking at this chart made by Zubitech over on X, you can see just how much is in the works. I don't suspect we will see Naughty Dog or Santa Monica in 2025, but I could be wrong, and they could surprise us. We do have to keep in mind that new AAA games are taking well over 5 years to make, and in the case of new IP, we can see them take upwards to 7. We're talking almost a decade for one game, so ultimately, our expectations for how often we get these big blowout shows need to be in check. PlayStation's second half will likely be bigger for game releases and experiences dedicated to the PS5 and the PS5 Pro hardware. All we need to do is simply look at PlayStation's history of delivering undeniable gaming experiences that are unique to their platform. That's 4 generations of hits and bringing us to the 5th gen that will continue the trend of great games and great hardware. Let me know in the comments what games you are looking forward to seeing in the future. As always, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you did not enjoy the video, hit the dislike button. Subscribe if you're new, and share the video to keep this community growing. I thank you all for watching. Take care.